Good morning, Algebra 1. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm so sorry I can't be here today. However, it is the election, and therefore it is the national day to go out and vote, in which case we have an asynchronous lesson for the day. With that said, again, you're watching this video simultaneously while you're completing the Google form that was also posted in Google Classroom. So if you haven't already, please take the next 10 seconds to get out the Google form and prepare to complete that assignment, as it will be your marker for attendance. Okay, let's begin. Example 1, which of the following values of x would satisfy the equation below? 1/2 x times the quantity of x minus 4 equals 3x plus 2. So the key thing here is because I'm looking at values of x, I know my answer is going to be represented as x equals some value. And it's very important that we state that the x value equal to a number. I don't want to see a number like 2 or 3. I want to see x equals 2, x equals 3. That was a little gap I saw at the IA. Those things do matter. Again, also to satisfy the equation, because at the end of the day, this x value is going to make sure that this equation does equal to this side of the equation to upload and make sure that the equation stands true. Okay, so let's begin. I noticed that there is a fraction outside the coefficient. So one can say I multiply the reciprocal, but let's even go more specific. I multiply every term on the outside by the denominator. What that does now, I have 2 over 2 times x minus 4 equals 2 times 3x plus 2 times 2. 2 divided by 2 just is 1, it cancels out. I'm just left with x minus 4 equals, multiply to both, 6x plus 4. I want the numbers on one side of the equation, so I add 4 to both sides. And then I want the x's on the other, so I need to apply that inverse operations that we've been learning about. X minus 6x is negative 5x, which equals 8. Divide both sides by negative 5. X equals 8, negative 5. Zoom in a little bit, x equals 8 over negative 5, or we can just rewrite this as negative 8/5. Okay, something as clear and concise as that is what we're looking for when we're responding to these types of problems. Now let's get into a miscue analysis, meaning we're going to find a miscue, an error within reason of how to solve for these types of problems. Okay, so I'm going to silently answer this. You're going to watch what I do, and you're going to find the miscue. Okay, x equals 1/7. Where is the error? And why is it an error? Please find it, write a complete sentence in the open response question of this problem. Now let's get into some independent practice. Independently, please answer independent practice. Which of the following values of x will satisfy the equation below? 2/3 times the quantity of negative x plus 4 equals 2x minus 3. And again, I want the answer to be x equals a number, whether it's a rational number or integer number. Please state that x equals that value. Pause the video right now and take the next 3 to 4 minutes to answer this question. Moving forward, example 2. Okay, I now see, before, if we look at here, I had one fraction. Now I have 2, and the ultimate goal is to get rid of those denominators because we don't really mess with them. So I look in these 2 denominators and I have to ask myself, how can I eliminate them? And that's where I take the 2 and find the least common multiple, in which case is 4. Therefore, because the LCM is 4, I'm going to multiply every single term by that number. So 4 times 1/4 x plus 4 times -3, which equals 4 times -1/2 x plus 4 times 6. The 4 and times 1/4 just becomes 1x or just x. 4 times -3 is -12. 4 times -1/2 x is -2x. 4 times 6, 24. I want the x's always on the left side. It just makes it easier when we read it in the end. Add 12 to both sides. 3x equals 36. Divide both sides by 3. X equals 12, 24, 36. X equals 12. Okay, and again, every time you're noticing, it's like an ice cream cone. We're trying to get smaller and smaller, more precise into a specific answer, a specific result. So please copy that down. So this was poorly edited. But now let's go again. Let's go through the miscue analysis. I'm just going to rewrite it here. 2 minus -3/4 x equals 3/8 x -1. All right, so here's a formula. Where is the error? And this is going to be an open response question. So where is the error? Where is the miscue? So the answer I got was x equals -24/5. Where is the miscue? Why is it an error? Please explain why. Also going to give you a moment because I'm going to clearly erase this. You can always pause the video at any time as well if I was going a little too fast, whatever the case may be. All right, so now take the next 4 minutes to do this independent practice. Pause the video. Right, pause the video for this independent practice work. what is the value when you solve for x? What does x equal? Shouldn't it be a certain number? Should be a variable, whatever the case may be. Please pause the video. It takes the next 4 minutes to independently answer this question. Wow, this is bad. All right, so now let's solve for p when 2 of p plus 2 equals 6, and solve the result of negative p minus 5. So it's kind of similar before when we solve for x, and then what is like 2x. We kind of solved this earlier last quarter, but now we're going to up the ante a bit and have a larger expression. That's what we have here, and we're going to find the result of that. So first solve for p. What does p equal? Well, if I subtract 2 to both sides, 2p equals 6 minus 2 is 4. Divide both sides by 2, p equals 2. So now that I solve for p, check. Then solve for the result of negative 4p minus 5. I'm then going to substitute the value for the variable. So negative 4 times 2 minus 5. Multiply it out and then subtract. These are all order of operations. Therefore, negative 4p minus 5 equals negative 13. This is the ending result of what I'm looking for, because it clearly shows that you solve for the result of the expression that was shared into the result that you found. All right. So now let's get into that error. Where is the error? Where's the miscue? Solve for p with negative 5p plus 6 equals 21. Then solve for the result of 4 plus 6p. Okay, where are the errors, the miscues? Please let me know. P equals 3 in this case. Yep. All right, now take the next 3 to 4 minutes to independently practice this problem we have here. Solve for p when 7 plus 3p equals 10. Then solve for the result of negative 4p minus 2. Go right ahead and pause the video right now to take the next 3 to 4 minutes to answer this problem independently. All right, so here's our last example. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Given example 4, given 8 plus 3x minus ax equals 14, solve the equation for a when x equals negative 2. All right, so here I have two variables that are not alike, that ax and then 3x. So I've got to do something about that. But here it says I need to solve the equation of a. So a is going to equal some value, specifically when x equals negative 2. So then I'm going to then, I guess, substitute negative 2 for x. Therefore, I get 8 plus 3 times negative 2 minus a times negative 2 equals 14. Let's multiply it out. 8 plus 3 times negative 2, that's negative 6. Negative a times negative 2, that's positive 2a equals 14. I notice I have two signs right here. I don't like that, but I know a positive being multiplied by negative is actually going to be a negative. So 8 minus 6 plus 2a equals 14. These are like terms. 8 minus 6 is 2. Subtract 2 to both sides. 2a equals 14. Divide both sides by 2. A equals 7. So because a equals 7, solve for the equation for a. So a equals 7, therefore my equation is going to be 8 plus 3x minus 7x equals 14, in which case 8 plus 3x minus 7 is negative 4x equals 14. Or we can rewrite it as negative 4x plus 8 equals 14. We can do that as well. Either one works. That's how we solve for the equation. Okay, we solve for a, substitute it back in, and then get that one constant, one coefficient, one result that we always have with these equations. Give you a second to just capture this. Also, you can pause the video. I'm gonna have to erase a little bit here. All right. So I'm gonna rewrite this here. So actually, let me do some key annotation. How about that? Given the equation negative 4x plus 8x plus 8 equals negative 10, solve for the equation of a. So what does a equal? When x equals negative 3. All right. So look out for the miscues. Where is the error here? Bam, there we go. Where is the miscue as we're solving for a as well as creating that equation? Pause the video right now to make sure you have this. Erase, 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 erase. All right, now take the next 3 to 4 minutes to answer the following question. Given a of x minus 5 plus 6x equals 35, solve the equation for a when x equals 4. Please right now pause the video and take the next 3 to 4 minutes to solve for this independently. And once you have finished, that is all that we have for today. So make sure that you have submitted all your answers. Make sure you completed the Google form, and be on and have a great day. Thank you. See you tomorrow.